Hey guys, this is Chris from American Sail. We get a lot of questions about how to winterize a main drain, so just wanted to make a quick video on how to do that. I've taken a couple steps to prepare just to make the video shorter. I've already disconnected my hoses, water's already been drained down below the skimmer. So there's two ways to do it. One way is slightly better than the other, but it is a little bit messier. So I'll show you how to do both. The first is going to be using a male threaded plug with an air valve installed into it. You're going to turn your shutoff valve to the off position. You're going to screw your that air valve plug into the top side. I've already applied a pretty generous amount of Teflon tape to the threads of that as well to get a really good seal. And then you're going to take a standard winter plug with an O-ring, and you're going to put that into the other spot to really seal that off. Now, the whole purpose of winterizing a main drain is the valve here and the pipe sticking out of the ground are the two weakest parts of the entire system. The valve specifically. Underneath your pool is never freezing, so you're not so concerned with under the pool freezing. You're more just concerned with the part above ground freezing. So you're airlocking it so that there is no water in there to freeze and cause damage over the winter. There is a slot in that as well, so you can stick a screwdriver in there, or whatever to use to tighten it down. Once you've done that, you're going to open back up your valve to the full position. You're going to hook a air compressor or bike pump, anything that can pump air through a normal tire valve to the top here, and you're going to pump air through until you see consistent bubbles coming out of your bottom drain in your pool. Once that's happened, you're going to close the valve. You're going to put the cap back on. You turn the valve to the off position. Just another line of defense in case for some reason the plug were to fail. You have the valve actually shut to help prevent the air from escaping. Once you've done that, you're all set for winter. So that's the first way, the little bit cleaner way to do it, but not necessarily the best way to do it. Again, with this valve being the weakest part of the system, if we can eliminate that, that's ideal. So the other way to winterize this, and the reason I say it's a little bit messy, is you do get a little bit of water coming back at you. But if you do it, fairly quickly, the water ends up being about 5 to 10 gallons, and no worse for the wear. The smallest pool we carry at American Sail is about 5,000 gallons, so it really doesn't make a huge dent in it. So what you're going to do is, this is a female cap with a air valve in it. You're going to go to a local hardware store and get Teflon paste. The reason for that is you can't Teflon tape the inside threads of here. You don't have time, once you open this, to Teflon tape the threads inside here. So use Teflon paste, put a generous amount on the inside of the threads here, and then you can take your finger and just kind of spread it across the threads on the inside. So once you've gotten a good coating of Teflon paste on the inside there, what you're going to do is, and if you have a second person, it's even better, you're going to take this valve off altogether. Again, water will start coming out. You put the cap on real quick, tighten it down. Again, as you saw, I did that, not even all that quick being by myself out here, but I still didn't lose much water. Again, you're going to take the valve off the top here, pump air through till you see bubbles consistently coming out of the bottom of your pool. Now you've eliminated the weakest point of the system that could let the air escape, and you're all set for winter, and open up in spring with no issue. I hope this was informative. If you do have any questions, stop into your local store. We'd be happy to help you, and we look forward to seeing you.